Hello, Dave Kaminsky here with Collaborate. I've got some super exciting news. This video will literally change your business and will literally change your life, okay? Now, we created a system several years ago and it works for every industry we touch, every website we touch. Doesn't matter if you're in a large city, super competitive niche or industry, national, this works, okay? So I'm gonna get into how we're gonna get more traffic to your website, and organic traffic is what we're after. Organic traffic on the internet plus maps traffic. So people finding you in the maps and coming to your business as well. And then here's, essentially I'm going to show you from beginning to end how we do this. I'm going to go over this outline real quick and then I'll kind of go back and forth a little bit, okay? People loves content. Let's say you have 50 pages of information on your website, but your big competitor has got 500 or 1,000 pages of more information, more in depth on the same industry you're in. Google's naturally going to love your competitor more, okay? So we want to put content on your website. And I do want to say this before I get too much into this, is we're different, and that's kind of why we get really good results. We do things different. I haven't met another company that does it like we do, and we've had some extraordinary results, okay? First, homepage content. Now, why do I say homepage content? Homepage is the most powerful part of your entire website. So you have your menu, and that's on every page. You have your footer, that's on every page. The home page is what usually shows up online. It's where customers first come to get their first impression of you. And the homepage content is super powerful, right? So we are going to put some content on your homepage, and we'll use it to link to other parts of your website. I'll show you that here in a little bit. But that's a real secret to a lot of our success. Now, interpage content. Now, interpage content is all of your services and all your service areas, everything you do, everything you provide. We also put interpages within your website for neighborhoods and geolocations and cities. So if your office is located here, but your customers are 5 or 10 miles that way or that way, whichever direction, we want to put content on your website that associates you with that neighborhood or that area of town or your city, so that your map starts showing up there and your website starts showing up there, okay? You want your website to show up for near me searches, whether you're 10 miles away or located right here. And I'll show you examples of that here in a little bit, okay? Making sure Google indexes your website. This is huge because if Google doesn't index your website or doesn't know your information's there, you're not going to show up online. So we do work on your website and we force it into the Google Search Console, and we make sure Google indexes your site. And I'll show you an example of this. We've had several customers where we get into their website and we start working and we don't see any results. Usually we see results pretty fast. So if we're not seeing something moving, we'll get in and really light your website on fire. Now, content silos, these are for large and competitive industries such as real estate, realtors, right, dentists, attorneys, insurance, roofing, medical, and products, right? So if we do content silos, a content silo essentially is if I have a piece of information talking about selling your house, right? And on this page about selling your house, we'll have some articles down off to the side of your same page and give your customers a little more information to read about selling the house. So if you click on one of the pages, it's going to open up another article with a lot more information, and you can click on any of these articles and it's going to open that article up with more information. So essentially it's a big spider web of content surrounding your website. This is how this is like the keys to the kingdom. This is the holy grail of getting your website to be essentially like a Wikipedia per se, right? So we'll go over that in a little bit. Now, blog posting. Don't fall asleep on me. Blog posting is huge. It's amazing, right? I literally can get my website to show up in Orlando, Florida, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, literally on page 1 for search terms I want because of blog posting. Houston, Texas, it doesn't matter. Guys, I've got all these examples. But the best part about blog posting is we can geotag images within your blog post. We can tell Google exactly where this blog post is located, geographically wise. And then we can tell Google exactly the service and or the product that we want to show up for in this blog post. Like, mind blown, right? If you have an SEO company right now or a marketing company and they're blogging for you once a month or twice a month or whatever it is they do, and they're not doing it right, you are completely missing out, right? The way we blog post is far different than anybody else. We target search terms, we target keywords like near me. You want to show up for dentist near me? This is how we do it. Roofer near me? This is how we do it, right? Work comp lawyer near me? This is how we do it, okay? So I'm going to show that to you. It's super exciting. Don't fall asleep on me on it, right? We can also define search terms with blog posts. Like if you are a roofer in, I don't know, Allen, Texas, right? And you do a blog post and you title it Roofer Allen, Texas, tagging your blog post that says, hey, somebody searches for best roofer in Allen, Texas, best roofer near me. Tags tell Google what that blog post should show up for. So if you're not blog posting, if you're not doing it right, you're completely missing out, okay? That's why I get so excited about blog posting. Okay, now maps. Google Maps is huge. It helps get your phone ringing. It shows reviews, right? So we want to go in and optimize your map listing for you. We want it to show up. We want to expand your service area, right? So if we want to expand your service area, let's say your business is located right here and your customers, your ideal customers are about 5 miles that way. It doesn't do you any good if your map's not showing up where the customers are searching for you. So this is where we come in and we create content within your website, and we really do neighborhoods and geolocated content within your website to totally associate Google that your business operates in that neighborhood, okay? I'll show you lots of examples of map listings that we have that are just lighting businesses on fire, okay? Laser focused search terms, right? We have the process that can laser focus search terms for your map. So if you want your map to show up for a near me search term, or a roofer, or a dentist, or cosmetic dentistry, or a realtor in your city, whatever, we know how to do it, right? Game changer, guys. Okay, now we're into collaborating. Now, we named our company Collaborate for a reason, because we've created large networks. Now, a network is roofers. A network is pressure washers, window cleaners, landscapers, dentists, right? So if you're a dentist and you jump into Collaborate, we're kind of the middle guy, and we have other dentists that we work with. And guess what we do? We use their websites and we promote your website. Now, I could be in a different industry or a different niche, or a lot of SEO companies will go out and build backlinks, but they're backlinks on random sites, things that aren't related to the dental industry. So if I'm working with a bunch of dentists and you join our dental network, or roofers, or solar, or whatever, landscaping, whatever industry you're in, and I have got like 10 or 20 dentists that we put information on their website and promote your business, Google says, wow, you guys are amazing. All these dentists are talking about you. This lights your website on absolute fire, right? This helps you jump up those lists. This helps you get on the searches, okay? So we create a huge network, and that's why we're called Collaborate, right? So I know I get excited about all this. Give me 1 second. We're going to jump into this presentation. Okay, so here we go. This is a dentist that we're working with, and you can see we started working with them January this year. They were getting 287 visitors a month. Now they're getting 456. So we've almost doubled the traffic that's coming to their website, right? So another part is the search terms they were showing up for in January was 351. Now it's over 1,000. So we've 3x the search terms, and we've doubled the traffic. Now, how did we do that? We did blog posts and we did content, right? We put a lot of information in this website, and Google's taking notice. Now look here, they're getting about $2,000 a month of free organic traffic to their website. Their investment in us is showing an exact return, right? The more traffic cost you get coming to you, the more profitable you're going to be, right? Now look down here, they're showing up for dentists near me. Like, that's a huge transactional search term. Dentist near me, that's somebody looking for a dentist, they want to buy, and they're getting traffic for that. How much is Invisalign without insurance? A bunch of Invisalign words, even cosmetic dentistry, right? Here's a customer that we worked for since like 2021, so it's been a while. He had 500 visitors a month, 538. Now he's consistently getting over 3,000. This guy's in Atlanta, and guess what? We keep putting more blogs on his website. We keep putting more content on there. We keep associating him with others in his industry. You can see I think when he started, he just had like 300 or 500 search terms he was showing up for. Now he's showing up for 4,600. And look at his traffic cost. The value of his traffic in his business is $16,000. That is real measurable traffic coming to this guy's website. He's showing up for all of his services. He's in Atlanta, Georgia, huge city. All the near me searches, the high transactional searches, the commercial searches. We're going after the keywords that buyers are looking for. Okay. Here's a dashboard. You'll get a dashboard when you work with us. We lay out all the search terms. You can compare them by date. So this is comparing one date to the other. And you can see all the number ones they have. Like this guy, we actually collaborated with him, and his business literally jumped to page 1 of Atlanta pretty fast when we started collaborating. But now we fast forward, it's been over a year or so, year and a half, and he's just absolutely killing it. His traffic is on fire. and you can see all these search terms. And of course, we target them with blog posts, right, guys? Here is a roofer in San Antonio. You can see from November to February. This is just a couple months. In a couple months, he's showing up in spot number 2 for roofing. Commercial roofers near me. Look at that, right? Fantastic. Residential roofing. Roofer near me. Commercial roofing contractors. We know how to target the search terms to get your business going in the right direction. Like, it's super exciting. Here's an attorney in Chicago, big city, right? Super competitive, right? We apply our processes, and he's showing up on page 1 for several search terms. Super exciting, right? Here is a customer that we started working for about 2 months ago, and they weren't getting any results. And back in April, between April and now, we said, hey, we need to make sure Google's indexing this site. So we get in there, and guess what? Look at all these results. Like, literally from one month to the other. They're showing up for best weight loss clinic near me, weight loss clinics near me, medical weight loss clinics near me, best weight loss clinic. So this works in every industry, guys, in every profession. Google loves content. We know how to give it to Google in the way that Google loves it and absolutely uses it. Okay, so what kind of content we're going to put on your homepage? I mentioned this before. If you go to Google and you search a question here, like how long does a roof last on a house, you're going to come up with these people ask questions. When you keep clicking them, you're going to get a little bit more. So we're going to take this information and we're going to stick it on your website. Now, where did I say was the most power and authority? Was the home page, right? So we're going to stick this information on the home page of your website, and we're going to provide your customers with relevant, valuable information. Like, how do I find the best roofer near me? I'm going to show up for that search term, put a little piece of content on there, we link it to an inner blog post that's talking about a roofer near me. Okay? This is huge, guys. Like, most SEO companies just want to build you tons of links and say, hey, you got to wait a long time, and you have to be patient, and it's a little bit of voodoo, but we'll get there. That's not how Collaborate operates. That's not how we operate. We have systems, right? Here, if I search cosmetic dentistry in Glendale, our customer's number 1, above Colgate, above WebMD. So again, we know how to get the right content on your website to make a result. Now, here's blog posting. Blog posting, I said, can get you to show up where you want. This is Atrium Lift Rental near me in Orlando, Florida. Now, Orlando, this company is actually a company I own, and I'm in Arizona. So I'm nowhere near Orlando, but I'm above Sunbelt Rentals. I'm above United Rentals, Mac Rentals, like top 1 and 2 spot on the internet. So that's Orlando. Now, this is Los Angeles. Guess what? Number 1 in Los Angeles. Spider Lift Rental near me. Atrium Lift Rental near me. Above Sunbelt Rentals. Above United Rentals. And then here's Las Vegas, Nevada. Same thing. So we take this equipment. We actually travel with it. This is an example of when you do a near me search term, you can tell Google exactly where you want to be. A junk removal near me. Here's a customer of ours. You can search this almost anywhere in the country. And they're pretty near the top. Right next to Thumbtack. Right? So that's huge. Now, here is another roofer that we're talking about. Like, look at these search terms they're showing up for. Transactional search term. Roofer near me. Best roofers near me. Residential roofing companies. See the T? T means transactional. So when it's a transactional search term, these customers are looking to buy. So those are the search terms we're going after. We want to get to your website. So when somebody calls you, they already trust you and know that you're the company that's going to take care of them, right? Here again, dentist near me. How much is Invisalign? Cosmetic dentistry. We've only been working for this customer for a couple months, and you can see they're getting results. Here's a national customer that these guys compete with Home Depot and Lowe's. And we have literally, this customer gets about $100,000 of free traffic every month. And we compete nationally with Home Depot and Lowe's. Right, guys? So it doesn't matter if you're a small business or a large business, a competitive business in a big city or a competitive business in a small city. The systems we have work, okay? So here we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to talk about content silos. All right, now content silos is the holy grail, right? You're going to get so much traffic from here. Now here's a silo that we've pre-made for realtors. It's creating a big web of content and information. So you can see these boxes right here. If you click on this box, I'm going to kind of close these and kind of make it a little easier to read. It's kind of hard when it's zoomed out real far, but when you click on these boxes, like let me zoom into this one here really quick. When is the best time to sell a house? You're going to be presented with these 4 articles. Is it a good time to sell a house? When is the best time to sell a house? So if I click on this article and I read it, now I'm presented with like these 20 other articles that are related to that search term, right? So we have, for realtors, we have sell a house, buy a house, and realtors. So we have 3 different content silos, and we put them all within your website, all this information, all this content, okay? And when you get all this on your website, and now you're the business that has 1,000 pages of information, 2,000 pages of information, anybody who's going to be trying to compete against you, you're just going to blow them away. You have so much information, and you are clearly the authority here. So when we put these content silos around all the other content we're doing on your website, it's not a challenge. There's nobody else who's going to compete against you. It's super exciting, okay? So content silos, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. It takes months to get through it. We can't literally get all that content on your website right away, but it's a building process. We keep building and building and building your website, your asset for you. Your website's a huge asset, so we keep building this asset for you. Keep building and keep adding content week after week, month after month, and as long as you want us to keep building content for you, that's the name of the game. That's what we do for you. That's how we do things different than other people. So that's here's the other silo for realtors. And you can see that there's a lot more information on realtors as well, okay? So that's product silos or content silos. Now we're going to Google Maps. Google Maps, this is an example of a city or Denver, and you see all these stars. So if you want your business, like my business is located up in this top part of Denver, but like if I want my business in the listing to show up where the stars are, then how do I get it to show up? So I geotag images and place them within these maps within your Google business, okay? I highly recommend taking lots of pictures and sticking them on your Google business. We even put some on this store this college right here. We even landed a job at that college. When Google sees all these images and they're geotagged, you can geotag them by using your smartphone and taking the pictures and uploading to your Google business. And now let's zoom in and let's take an example of, like if you're doing a roofing job on a house, like where one of these images are located. So let's zoom in right here and let's look at the satellite right here, and let's say you put a roof on either this elementary school right here or this house over here. And like if you're doing a roof or even plumbing or electrical, whatever service you're doing, you can take 5, 10, 20, 50 pictures, right? So you take these pictures, you upload them to your Google business. Now when the customers or potential customers, when neighbors in this neighborhood are searching for a plumber near me or an electrician near me or a roofer near me, Google's algorithm says, hey, or me, Dave was just in this neighborhood and he took a whole bunch of photos, so I know his business works in this neighborhood. That's part of the equation, part of the algorithm for Google of images. So Google used to show in your GMB like, hey, you have this many photos and your competitors have this many photos. It used to say post more photos to stay ahead. So Google wants more photos. We also write location articles. So we're going to find these areas around here that have different neighborhoods, right? So right here, that Raccoon Creek golf course, we'll write articles about that, incorporate it within your website. Villages at Raccoon Creek, Beaumar, all these little, even Fort Logan up there, Hacienda, Colorado, Bellevue Shores. So we're gonna write content and articles surrounding this area, if that's the area you really wanna work in. Even Academy Park, right? Pinehurst Country Club. So if we write all this stuff and get it within your website and we have geotagged images in there, guess what Google says? Wow, these guys completely work in this neighborhood. We're going to start showing them in the maps. These guys are the authority. These guys are all over this place. Okay, so this is continual content that we add for your Google business as well. So we want you to show up in the maps and we want you to absolutely dominate certain neighborhoods and areas, right? So again, if you're located up here and you want to show up in the maps down there, we dial it in, we write the content, we get the geotagged photos, and we stick them all in there for you, okay? Highly, highly effective, right? And with Google Maps, that's where a lot of phone calls come from. People on their smartphone will be searching, and they'll be looking, and the algorithm will put you there, right? So when you're starting to show up, and people just start calling you, right? So here's some examples. Landscaper we have in Sacramento, carpet cleaners, Florida, blinds in Park City, right? Snow plowing, these are all maps. Epoxy flooring, trenchless sewer repair in LA, Christmas lighting, trenchless sewer again, epoxy flooring, piano movers, Christmas lighting again, window cleaning, garage floor coating, roofing company, car detailing, carpet cleaning again, janitorial service. Like this just keeps going and going, right? We have so many customers, roofers again, window cleaners again, power washing. We have so many customers that we apply these methods for, and then just absolutely changes their business, okay? So Google Maps, I get really excited about it. Now collaborating is huge. Right here, let's show you an example of collaborating, a roofer with a roofer. When we collaborate, we want to associate our business with another roofer and so forth. All the roofers we have in our roofing network, we want to associate them with other roofers. And when we do that, Google really takes that in value. Like, it is huge. It is a game changer for your website and your business. Just think, if we have 40, 50, 60, 100 other roofers that are saying to Google, like, wow, your roofing company is amazing, it just literally lights it on fire, right? What do? We write some content, we get it on your website, and you'll see right here, if we click on how often should my roof be inspected, you're going to see a little link down at the bottom, and we're connecting to another roofer. Okay, it's that simple, it's that easy. That's how we do it. We don't obviously do it with a competitor in your city or your location. However, surrounding your website with roofers is a game changer, right? That's one of our secret sauces. We try not to share that too much, but it is an absolute game changer. Now, what else do we do in collaborating, right? Now, collaborating, these are links that we're doing. We're doing high authority links from people in the same industry. And then we also write articles on the other websites of the roofers and the dentists and the lawyers and every other industry we have. And we use those to promote your business. Now, Google sees all of these similar industries supporting you. It's a game changer. Okay, we don't work with everybody. Our goal is not to sign up 1,000, 500, or we don't have a goal to sign up a ton of customers. Our goal is to have the right amount of time and energy and focus to make your business successful, okay? So we really are choosy with who we work for, okay? If you're going to sign up with us, put this in your mind. It's going to take a couple months. We do see results pretty fast, but we're building something sustainable. We're building something for the long term, okay? We don't want to work with customers who are going to sign up and then just quit a month later. That's not the recipe that gets success. The recipe is working together and being consistent, okay? So if you're the right fit for us, please hit that button down below, and we would love to help you out. Have a great day.